1212, this is the Alpha FX. I will begin the stream if we hit 150 likes.
is all about experience. It's to feel the adrenaline running through our veins. Like all the things we do that excite us. Whatever world we come from or live in, there are people that are born to succeed. They're called special, to hustle every day for an opportunity of a lifetime. Looking for the challenge to shape our future is something that's in our DNA. A privilege just available for a few. Traders, we see things differently, paying attention to every small detail that would maybe go unnoticed by the common eye. On or by the edge is our playground, with a constant strive for glory, seeking for a new tomorrow. Do you feel special?
Yeah, so did we discuss the
Take back control of
possibility of filling up the imbalance this morning? In the meeting, right? We did discuss the possibility. So, you know, it's still on the table. It's still, you know, very much possible that the imbalance is going to be filled up. I don't know. Anything is possible.
Like people hitting 220 likes within the next 10 minutes. Good on.
Nah, they won't do it. They're lazy on YouTube.
I already sent them a little message on YouTube and got out of there quick.
Right, so all clear, guys. It's the end of the month. We looked at the market this morning from macroeconomic perspective. How did you like the morning briefing, by the way? It was quite thorough.
Yeah, it was a bit longer. I enjoyed it.
It was longer, but we had to cover what we had to cover. And we discussed the market sentiment change, which is possible to come in the month of November. We had in October due to the earnings season. Anything is possible, but we are prepared.
Once you have the time change.
Yeah, we had it in Europe.
The winter, yeah, okay.
The winter time saving or daylight saving, or I don't know what kind of saving, but it's just so annoying.
Yeah, here in Saudi they don't change it.
Because you have loads of sunlight, but we have, you know, 4 seasons, and it's just so freaking annoying. But now, you know, it's 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. in the afternoon, and it's already dark. It's so annoying. No surprise there's so many people norther like alcohol. Alright, so I locked in majority of my profits, and I'm going to lock in some more on US 30, and everything else is the end of the month. We have these dirty moves at the end of the month, which are dirtier than my fantasy, or B's fantasy actually. Sorry, let me correct that because she has a dirty mind.
Excuse me. Patrick Johnson sent a screenshot of a scammer faking he was Thomas. Yeah. Yeah, many scammers trying to impersonate me, but I don't know what do they like in a middle-aged balding man. It's weird, but some people like them.
It's the bald man.
Okay. So we discussed this morning, just let me recap quickly, that we have a new month coming tomorrow, and we have various interest rate decisions this week. So we need to set up, the first thing we have to do is the macroeconomic analysis. This year, without a doubt, since Q2, the US dollar is king, is dominating the markets. US dollar is strengthening, stock market down, gold was down. The only time when there was a retracement and there was a shift in pivots, so it was completely the opposite. The last time was in Q2 earnings season, started July 15th, ended on 1st of August. So as the new month came, everything was back to normal. And the 2 weeks when the heaviest companies reported in the US and all around the world, it's earnings season everywhere at the same time, that's when the market sentiment kind of like pivoted. So what I'm expecting now is with the heaviest companies reported already, we're still not out of the earnings season, so you can get some surprises. But with the heaviest companies already reported and we're entering into a new month, I'm expecting the same kind of pivot in market sentiment. One of the reasons is the earnings season, that now we're out. And when the earnings season, good earnings, good revenue is presented to investors and traders, they tend to forget and they are very short-sighted. They're only focusing on the dividends and the money. But as soon as the new month comes and the reality, such as the interest rate decisions this week, because we have interest rate decisions starting off with Reserve Bank of Australia tomorrow or tonight. Then Wednesday we're going to have FOMC, Reserve Bank of Australia tonight, Federal Reserve tomorrow with the press conference and the FOMC statement. I talk about this later. And on Thursday we're going to have Bank of England and maybe ECB. No, ECB was a few weeks ago. And of course on Friday we have the almighty non-farm payrolls. So many events this week. Like literally we're kicking off the month of November with the prime events. This is the prime week of the month. And these are the kind of events which can pivot or shift the market sentiment from, these retracements back to normal, to bullish. And coincidentally, they line up with the end of the earnings season. I see the possibility that Fed is going to go ahead with a 75 basis point rate hike. But because we had two surprises, Reserve Bank of Australia and Bank of Canada, they increased a lower than expected interest rate. So they stood out of the line, they broke the chain, and they said, no, we had enough of this shit. There's too much pressure on our households and businesses and borrowing cost. So the speculation started to unfold, and traders and investors, they see the hope that the Fed is going to slow down with the rate hikes. Now my question is to you, how many times the Fed mentioned in the past 5 months they're going to slow down or reduce the rate hikes?
They didn't.
They never said it. Just said there is a possibility that in future they might, but they never said they are going to slow down.
Yeah. In May or June, I don't know when was it, Jay Powell mentioned in a meeting that, June, mentioned in a meeting that, we may slow down in the future if we see the data is, satisfying. It was a big fat no, maybe. So everything stayed the same. The only difference we had last month is Q3 earnings season, which ended up with this, big push on US stocks. Investors like money, they got the money, but now earnings season is out of the way. So I think we're going to have some bear slaps, or bears going to slap down the market, because now they're going to sober up to reality, which is, the Fed is going to continue to raise interest rate. And look at gold. Look at gold, ladies and gentlemen. How nice was today's entry on gold?
Amazing. Lovely.
Very nice. Double your money with the Alpha FX on a Monday.
I'm still in with a small lot from this morning.
Very good. Triple your money. No, just kidding. Quadruple. Always be reasonable and responsible. We are just joking with these, but we double our money.
Thomas, can I ask a question?
I'm married, mate, and I like women.
Yeah. I clearly am so interested in you right now, But
What's
yeah,
your
on
question?
a real, right? So why is it that currently like Canada and Australia, they're currently like wanting to reduce their interest rates that they are already doing, whereas like US is not wanting to do so? What could be a reason why?
Okay.
Is it
Let me
because
ask
of market? Yeah.
What is the inflation rate in Canada?
Let me just check it.
Oh, I thought you knew it.
6.9. Sorry.
6.9. Okay, so it's lower than in the US, right?
Right.
2%. Doesn't seem too much, but maybe it's one of the reasons that's why Canada is now slowing down with the rate hikes. Maybe they see some kind of, how is the labor market? Do you know the labor market in Canada? Do you know the credit spread in Canada? Do you know businesses in Canada, the households? What is the exposure of households? What is the loan to income ratio in Canada compared to the US in the households?
No idea. Gosh.
So these are the questions that the Fed is asking. Should we continue to raise interest rate further to push the economy into a recession? If we do better than the US definitely need to sort the shit out, because it's ridiculous that how they the policy miscalculations affected the economy. They didn't react in time. Of course, majority of the inflation was imported into the country with the Ukrainian war or Ukrainian invasion, let's put it this way, and the end of COVID. There's many other things, but most likely, the US is responsible for its own inflation because of the amount of money that they pumped into the economy. I cannot say the same thing for Canada because I don't know the Canadian economy. I know the US economy much better, but I don't know the Canadian. And I think the answers to your questions are lie if you're willing to put enough work in to get to know Canada much better. Because, we are comparing apple to orange, apple to pear.
Understand. And when you look at interest rates, right, what factors do you look at to determine when it's a good time to, what what you mentioned, like housing markets, what like some of these common like figures or like numbers that we can look at to identify all this?
What's the question? Sorry. So you mentioned interest rate.
Yeah, for like how do you like study the interest rates for each country? So what kind of like do you look at housing markets or like?
That's two different things. So if you want to check the interest rate for each country, you have Coifin, you have TradingView, you have Google. Year-to-date interest rate in the major countries, Japan, US, GB, Deutschland, Canada, Australia, these are the short end of the yield curve, the 2 and the 3 year treasury yields.
Okay.
What do you conclude from this chart? And now you can study interest rate here. What do you see?
Okay. You can see that the US currently has the highest interest rate, while Japan and Aussie and pounds still lag slightly behind the US.
Absolutely. So what does it tell you? What can you conclude from this chart?
The US has the highest interest rate, so most likely the bonds will give you a better return, right? Yeah. But actually, what I think you didn't get a question. I think I wanted to ask that how do you like go about like identifying this interest rates? Like, I know the banks will go and like study the figures, right? Like that's why I'm interested in like trying to find out how they study, like how they find out the interest rates. You get what I'm coming.
What do you mean under how do I identify interest rate? I mean, it's
how do they like how do they determine 75% for that quarter or the month, or like 50 or 25?
You mean the basis point and stuff?
Yeah, the basis points, correct.
So the central bank decisions whether they're going to raise interest rate by 75 or 50 basis point, I think there's something to do with the history. That's how it started. Obviously, the basis points go back to the calculation of the market movement. In banks and professional traders like to use points. That's the smallest movement, not even pip. how did they come up with these numbers, like 25 and 50 and 75? I don't know. Maybe they use some formulas and methodology to determine that, you know, denominations of 25, which is 0.25%, is the best way to adjust interest rate. That's something I don't know. They they come up and the thing is, like, you know, the central banks, it's actually some of the smartest people in the whole world, and they use very, very complex formulas and quantitative analysis, econometrics, to determine with the Phillips curve, for example. Have you heard about the Phillips curve?
No, I have not.
Right. So it's a very complex economic approach to determine many things about the economy. And they get the data from the economy, for example, the labor market data, bank ratios, minimum reserve requirements, all this. They put all the data into a formula. It's basically a statistical program, and they use the econometric analysis to determine that whether they should increase interest rate or should decrease, depending how much money is floating in the economy, what is the health of the labor market, what is the indebtedness of banks, companies, and households. And you know, they never disclose it. This is a secret that no one ever find out. It's not available for public. If banks would know this, they could capitalize on this, move the market, and make money. So it's not available. It's top secret.
Understand. Okay, so it's like not somewhere out there in the public. It's all like quite secret in a way.
Yeah, the Fed has a job to do to control the money supply. But I can't answer how they come up with these numbers, because you know, even though I studied monetary politics, I never had the opportunity to calculate, okay, so how much should we raise interest rate?
Right. Okay. Thank you for your thing.
You're welcome, brother.
But it'll be quite interesting to see when the market sentiment will start changing, like even after the 75, because like from what I've been hearing all this while when you've been saying that, like I've realized that the Fed has been doing what they have been saying, and they're not like swaying, like saying this and then doing another thing. So they have been pretty consistent in what they have been saying. So I think, like I feel like after this 75 basis, if it happens, right, which is most likely, it'll be interesting to hear what they say after, and whether then I think only after that then there might be a change in market sentiments. But it also depends on the Bank of England and reserve of, because like you see last week Canada and Australia really did surprises of not increasing interest rates, whereas US is still consistent in their approach. So I think the market sentiment, in my opinion, I feel like it'll only start changing when US starts to change, or like start reducing, right?
So everyone following the biggest guy, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any like early indicators, or is there, to tell when market sentiments will start changing.
What did the Fed say? They were really clear about it. For months. So they stopped the forward guidance in the month of July. And what did they say? They're going to make decisions based on what?
Might need a help button right now.
So Jay Powell said they're going to stop with the forward guidance. And by the way, I'm locking in some profits on US 30, because now it's some good money. So Jay Powell said that they're going to stop forward guidance because the market is shaking off everything they say. Inflation is not reducing, so they want to spook the markets. The next thing he said is that from July onwards, they're going to make decisions solely based on the data. Simple as that. And we have a good idea about what kind of data they use. We can follow the same data: inflation, labor market, all kind of things.
Okay. Right. I see. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Right, on who entered on the break and retest on gold? This one right here. Very good. So you should be in profit of 65 pips. Who entered on the Dow Jones or Nasdaq trade I posted?
Yeah, I did.
Good, because US 30 is running in about 150 pips. I have two positions, so it's difficult to calculate, but altogether it's 260, 70 pips. Make sure you lock in some profits because we have... oh, did we have any data just now?
US market open?
Not yet.
Hold on, I'm confused with the daylight saving. No, because now, actually no, it's about now. The market open now because
yeah, just now.
We had the daylight saving in Europe, so yeah, it is open now. It is open now. Let's see how the market sentiment is going to continue. Now, the outlook that the earnings season is ended now, and the outlook that the Fed, along with the Bank of England, with Reserve Bank of Australia, and yeah, these going to raise interest rate, are now shaking up into reality all the investors and traders that you should have locked in profits because we're going to slap the shit out of the market.
Wagwan beaches.
Hey, Snowflake.
Wagwan.
Hi, mate.
So Chris Vizda, as on YouTube, is a member of us. Says inflation rate, they won't stop until it's 2%. Now Chris doesn't attend to the morning briefings, nor watching the recordings, and he's just asking the questions that we have answered every day. Yes, ideally the inflation target rate is 2% of any central bank. So if you go to the Fed, the ECB, Bank of Japan website, it's clear that the mandate, the target rate is 2%. Now the question is 2% really the neutral rate? Should it be 2%? The other thing is, are they going to stop until 2% and push it back? So yeah, is 2% the target? They won't stop until it's 2%. It's not quite easy to answer that because they have dual mandates. They have to look at the labor market, they have to look at many other things, not just the 2% itself, but it is something that it's important. Hey. All right, guys. It's a beautiful day. Easy life. Make sure you lock in some profits on everything. That's what I'm going to do. Make the money, take the money. The one thing I feel sorry is for all the people who joined the stream and they couldn't join the 300 pip movements this morning because they're not members of the Alpha community. What a shame. Okay, on US 30 I'm going to lock in another 50% because I just don't like that this found a support at 32,685. Nasdaq on the other hand is falling very nicely. Who can tell me the reason why Nasdaq is falling?
Because it's highly tech based.
Mm-hmm.
And the tech just got hammered during earnings season.
Yep. Yeah, I logged in profit on US 30. I logged in profit on gold. But US 30 is really pumping up, so I'm gonna lock in another position, which I opened, the lower one, which is 2 standard lot. Okay, why is it not? Okay, why is it not closing? US30.
Use your phone, Thomas. Sometimes it
Yeah,
happens.
because the profit is just too much. It's keep changing the fish. US30. Yeah, I'm gonna lock in another 150. All right, that's £900. How freaking good. Do you guys lock in some profits?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't trust gold at the end of the month or any assets.
No.
Seedle Flyfy Soul is asking, how can I become a member? Do you want to become a member? Is it worth it?
Yes, 1000%.
Yes.
Million%.
And why is the awkward silence then if it's worth it?
Okay,
Because everyone agrees.
Everyone's granted sign-up page. That's why.
Sophie is our rep, so
yeah, because you know,
on our behalf.
Sophie is the head of sales.
Yeah.
Because we Arabs, we have a proverb. We say "Sukut alamat al-rida" means if you are quiet, means you accept, you agree.
Yeah, we had the same thing in Hungary. Being silent is being, agreeing something.
Yeah.
Consent.
It's overall in Holland and Sweden the same.
I think we had the same things. Look at US30. That cheeky fucker is really pushing up. Now, US30 last week did pull down my trousers, but this time, no way, Jose, because I locked in already the big money. And goodbye, US30.
Boom.
Boom.
And even more.
I'm out of US30. I don't wanna. Maybe I leave this 50 cent, half a lot size. I pull the stop loss and break even. Nasdaq is pushing back up. This is what I say: make the money, take the money. Don't leave it on the table. Viduranga Gamage is asking, sir, US30 sell or buy? That's what I'm trying to figure out, brother. But we sold this morning with some nice profit, and now it's pushing back up. But make the money, take the money. We locked it in. Because we were up 5 a.m. this morning, haven't we? I posted the analysis, we entered, and also we had the morning briefing at 8 a.m. UK time, and we made the money.
Hi, Thomas.
Hello. Zoom user.
Hi. I'm Ashwin.
Zoom user, didn't you forget something?
Sorry?
Didn't you forget to write your name? Because I can see Zoom user, but I don't think that's your real name.
Hi. Yeah, I will do it. I will write my name.
Ah, okay, okay. And who spoke before? No, I have two Zoom users.
Oh, this is me. One is me.
Oh my god.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Who's the other Zoom user?
Me, I am Zoom.
You are Zoom. And your family name is user.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, user.
My name is Ashwin.
Ashwin, you only joined recently, haven't you?
Yeah, 2 weeks before.
How do you like it with us, Mr. User?
Yeah, sorry?
How do you like it with us, Mr. User?
I'm very happy, bro, with this community. Thanks for.
Very good. Welcome home, brother.
Yeah. I don't know nothing about fundamental, but little bit learning now.
Yeah, but I know about it, so it's fine.
Yeah. Double the money, triple the money.
Triple the money, brother, in 24 minutes.
He listened too much YouTube.
All right, what do you think? Is gold going to continue down or up or sideways?
I think it crossed the 1635 and retesting it again. Let's see if it will hold, then it's gonna go down again.
Well, let's go back to the drawing board. Let's go back to the drawing board and see what's happening on the markets. So on the left hand side we have gold, right hand side we have US 30. Now left hand side, obviously we were in the trade already and we had this nice beautiful break and retest, and what we can expect from this break is a similar kind of continuation downwards. So if I just redraw everything, zoom in for your convenience so you can see it nicely, we could see the same kind of bearish market structure, which would be nice. Sometimes you do catch these, not always, maybe we miss them, but this could be a very good continuation. We can use the previous highs, the previous lows as a guidance. Now of course we always start with the market sentiment, which is 100% going to be bearish this week for gold. Now don't get befooled, because we're not out of the woods yet. We still have earnings season, we still have companies reporting. We had a quite bullish couple of weeks on gold and US 30, but because we have so many monetary policy events and high impact events this week, you know, Reserve Bank of Australia, Bank of England, Fed, it's possible that the market is you know, forward running a little bit, front running a little bit, and already pricing in. If the market was to continue this bearish market structure, and if you not part of the alpha community and if you didn't catch the trade this morning, maybe we can see a retest of this price level, S1, and we or you could enter into that position. Now this is not financial advice. We are already in the position, so I'm not planning to re-enter, because if it comes back to this high, we don't know what's going to happen. And if you look on the chart, we have many high impact events are coming this week, and it's only Monday. It's the last day of the month. One of the shittiest days. It's always the last day of the month. No surprise I locked in 99% of my profits. We have more chances and opportunities to catch nice moves on the high impact events, because it's easier to read a number, for example manufacturing PMI or interest rate decision. We know if rates are rising, gold is going down, so as US stocks, and we can catch that, you know, with that 10 minutes you can make literally your daily target. Some of you make the monthly target, I know, because you're over risking, but today there are no events really. We only started the week, everyone is observing the market. They're preparing for the big moves. Why are you laughing, Raul?
You make your daily target, some of them your monthly target, but you are over risking.
I know who you are.
No, I'm not.
You account flippers, double your money gang. Moving on to US 30, again, it's the end of the month, it's risky, but finally we started to see the break of structure. We had this impulse move to the upside, and you know, we started already early in the morning with the macroeconomic analysis. We concluded, well actually I concluded, but with the help of you guys, because I tried to grill you and ask you questions, we concluded that there could be a market sentiment, a pivot, a change in market sentiment. Because if you look at the currency market, USD strength, the only time when we had a, so the market sentiment is clearly bullish for US dollar, bearish for stocks, bearish for gold in 2022. The only time when the market sentiment pivoted or shifted or changed completely to the opposite, so 180 degrees, was during earnings season. As soon as the earnings season finished and we had again rate hikes and monetary policy back to reality, you know, it's like going back to work, you feel shit. That's when the market went back to normal. And that's what I'm betting is when we have the interest rate decisions this week, we should see continuation downwards on stocks, on gold, and USD strengthening. But interest rate decision is 2 days away. The Fed is in a blackout period and they cannot say anything by how much they're going to raise interest rate, whether they're going to raise at all interest rate. So we can only rely on what they said in the past. But the problem is that the market participants know that the Fed won't come into live and raise interest rate today nor tomorrow. So, you know, that's why anything is possible on the market today, especially in the last day of the month. On Nasdaq, on the other hand, I think the market has already started to sober up. Let me show you. So that was the entry on Nasdaq. The market priced in already, or pricing in, a 75 basis point rate hike. Now this could be flipped anytime because we are still in. We have some companies reporting, but I wouldn't say it's that important. But we are running in 92 pips on Nasdaq. The US 30 is a little bit cheekier because it's two different composite index. There's no tech companies in US 30. It's running only 50 pips of profit, so do apologize for that. USD Japanese yen is 81 pips profit, going nicely. And gold is gold. It's again crawling back. I'm gonna move my stop loss a little bit higher because I logged in already the profits. Right. Oh, yeah. I think Nasdaq is going to be the sweet trade of the day, isn't it?
Maybe,
baby.
Thomas, when like the
Did
Nasdaq
you take off
or
your shirt,
US 30
Anthony? Are you naked?
No, I still have a shirt on. It's just a nude color.
It's a tank top.
I can't. Yeah, I had one on earlier.
Sophie just messaged me that she would prefer if you take off your shirt.
Really? Hey, maybe we can get some more likes on the stream. Who knows?
Who knows?
I'm kidding.
Anything for the likes.
Anything for the likes, right?
What's your question, brother?
With so Nasdaq right now it's down 1.1% on right now. What does that correlate to on the charts? Obviously it's dropping, but I remember the other day you said something about how there's a certain point relation between the percentage and the price that it should drop in theory, or did I just hear something wrong?
Can you just repeat the question? Was it like a forecast tool that how much is going to drop?
Well, so just right now, I'm just looking on investing.com and it shows like the indices to the right, and it shows that Nasdaq is down 1.12%. Is there a direct correlation on how much that in theory should drop on the chart? Because I thought you said like each percentage is like a certain number of points or something.
No, that's on the bond market.
Did I just hear that wrong?
No.
The bond
so
market. Okay.
when I used to work on the fixed income market, and we have a massive amount of bond portfolio. I managed, I was co-managing a $600 million bond portfolio, corporate bonds in the US. And they are linked, tied to the US government bonds, the yields. 2-year, 5-year, 10-year. And when they move, the corporate bond market reacts, right? So when the Fed is raising interest rate or lowering interest rate, the bond market is moving the same direction. They have to, because they are in competition with each other. And we had to calculate the delta, which was how many dollars we lose or gain if the yields are going up 1 point.
Oh, okay.
But we could calculate that, but I cannot calculate the beta, which is for stocks. So delta is for bonds, beta is for stocks. I cannot calculate exactly that, you know, by how much should US 30 or Nasdaq go down. You need regression analysis for that, and a variable which perfectly correlates with, or indirectly correlates with US 30.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes more sense. If I mean, in theory, if price or if the percentage is dropping, is that the direct correlation to what's happening on the chart though? Like if it's red or whatever, it's going to go down, correct? Or not going to go down, but that's in theory the value that it's decreasing that day.
Yeah. So if you look right on TradingView, well, that's the percentage change. If it's red, it's going down. If it's green, it's going up.
Yeah. I just want to make sure it's like, in theory, like obviously if it's red, you shouldn't be looking to buy in that period of time.
When the market is dropping?
Yeah.
So would you try to catch a falling knife?
No. Just, I mean, rule of thumb is never enter during a push phase, right? So.
Yeah, I mean, I did many times when, you know, market is really pushing up. Yeah, I was lucky. Many people are lucky when they start buying, but the problem are the pullbacks.
Yeah.
Oh, US 30. Look at that beauty, ladies and gentlemen. 184 pips. And Nasdaq 126 pips. Gold 40 pips. USD Japanese yen 87 pips. And these are the trades we opened this morning, right?
Yes.
I need a calculator to add this up. Honestly, I just way too much profit. 125.
Triple your money today.
Triple your money Monday.
Yes, definitely.
This is how many pips we made today. And I'm sure 411 pips. Right now, floating profit. That is insane. I thought it's going to be a shit day. But it is a wonderful day. I think I'm gonna have a steak for dinner.
What kind of steak are?
Problem is that where I moved, it's far away from, you know, it's not countryside, but the nearest best restaurant is like 30 kilometers away, which is not ideal, but the land was cheaper. Everything is nice, so it's green, you can go out and ride a horse, and there's a lake, and so it's much nicer, much better living conditions. But to get a good steak, I have to travel. I like ribeye, sirloin. I like the fatty ones.
Ribeye is my favorite. You cook at home a lot? I swear you posted some stuff that you were cooking at home.
I used to, and recently not, because my wife is pregnant, and you know, she's getting nauseous. Yeah. So I pretty much stopped cooking 7 months ago and just ordering takeaway. Her grandma and my mother-in-law brings in food, so actually it's a better deal that, you know, mother-in-law cooks the lunch and dinner, and I'm not gonna argue with that.
Yeah, my wife couldn't stand like this certain smell of like chicken being cooked and other stuff. She would get nauseous.
You have a kid?
Yeah, he's gonna turn 1 on the 18th of November.
Congratulations, brother. I didn't know. How old are you?
Yeah. Yes.
How old are you?
27.
27. Wow, and you have a 1-year-old. Not wasting any time.
No, I'm just I'm a fertile man. What can I say?
Oh god, you're gonna get some DMs.
Is the one that you're having?
Yes. First kid.
Oh boy, man, it'll change your life.
100%.
For the next coming 21 years.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Hey, but don't miss any of it in the beginning because they grow. Like I swear, they change every day. They like their face changes and they grow, especially after being a newborn. So you better not be trading.
Yes, I know.
You know what I mean, Raul.
Yeah, man. Mine is 24. So I know. All faces.
He's out of the house. He's out of the house now, right?
No. I went out the house. They still in my house.
That's why you bought the weekend house.
Yeah. Sit home. And what they do, they come over for the whole weekend.
Jesus.
Nah, it was nice. It was fun. Ay.
Are you in any trades, Raul?
No, it's the last day of the month.
Very smart.
No, rule number 6.
Oh, yeah, really.
That's one of your rules?
What?
That's one of your rules? To not trade
Yeah. I burn the last days of the month often. So I made it a rule not to trade.
Fair enough.
It's not that I always keep my rule, but
it's rules are made to be broken. What can I say?
Sometimes.
Just like trend lines, right?
Yep. But the last day of the month, I almost never break. And it is
That's
Monday
good.
also. On Monday, I don't trade that much on Monday.
Yeah, I'm still pretty new to this, and man, I thought it was so easy to keep my rules, but it is not easy to keep your rules. It's the hardest thing ever.
It is the hardest to keep your rules in trading, and I think the hardest to figure out what are the rules, right? When you start trading,
exactly.
Should I do this? Should I buy? Should I sell? How long? TP, stop loss, sir, entry? Oh my god.
Yes, it's so hard. When I was getting into it, I was like, this is so easy. Like you just have rules and you just follow them. It just not work like that.
All right. So.
But that's funny. If you start trading, the first couple of trades are successful always.
Oh, beginner's luck is a real thing.
Beginner's luck, and then you go to the opposite.
Yeah. What? Sorry, I think we cut off Thomas.
Yeah, you did, but it's fine.
Come on, Raul. Jeez, get him out of here.
All right. So on the chart I just draw, I think it is a good opportunity to enter into a sell.
For gold?
Yeah. You can. It's on the chart. So, but you know, it's getting riskier because it's pushed back so hard. Keep it reasonable.
Ram.
For example,
do people just turn on the Zoom and then just go about their day with their phone in their pocket? Like,
Yeah, they forget the mics. So I'm gonna mute Ram because, yeah.
Yes, please.
Ooh, someone said US 30 buy, he thinks. Let's have a look on US 30. Okay, you got the entry for gold. Let's have a look on US 30. Well, yeah, on the pivot. But honestly, this nice candle doesn't look like a buy, does it?
Nope.
Have a look on the... And if you look at the big picture, look at this impulse move which pushed up. Every impulse move is followed by... Retracement. Yes, a retracement. So we catch the retracement nicely and running in 187 mother tucker pips on gold. US 30, sorry. 192 and counting. Honestly, 320, 420, 450 pips profit on a Monday. It's not bad, innit?
And the end of the month.
And the end of the month.
Thomas never trades on a Monday.
I sent a nice video for the first trades on the group. Funny.
You wanted to trade on Monday. Someone sent a message, so I said, why not?
I'd love you to trade on Monday.
Oh, I like the reviews, guys, you're leaving me on Trustpilot.
Yeah.
It's very kind words.
Kind words for a kind man.
Ah, you keep me blushing, Anthony. Phew, started sweating as well. Piero started a week ago and have since. I started a week ago and have since completely changed my outlook on trading. I have traded on and off for years, but now I can see why I have went so wrong. If you are new to trading or simply looking to improve, I would highly recommend joining. The daily briefings and live trading sessions alone will pay you back tenfold. Amen. Value for money. You get more than just trading advice. You get highly informed professional and no-nonsense talking mentor, I guess, who will take your game to the level you never expected. It sounds like finding the G-spot. A family that supports and walk through the route with you. No amount of money is worth what you receive. Well, I can definitely deliver.
That explains why so a lot of people are not profitable.
Like to
they can find it.
Exactly. Well, I hate the G-spot in it. Well, just look at the trades today. Amazing community for a little Richmond. Absolutely amazing. I like the way Thomas explains FIBO theory in the recorded video, and especially the daily briefing. It allows me to understand current market sentiment and prepare for what will happen and what action should we take in every scenario. 10 out of 10 for Thomas and the Alpha family. Exactly. We need the daily morning briefings, and I think that is the unique selling point. That is the strongest we have, the morning briefings, in my opinion. So thank you for the kind words. Ooh, all this pushing back up. No, it's retesting. All right. Hey, Bram, have you finished with the meeting?
Yeah.
Good, because we heard everything.
I've got an issue. Sorry, was it not on mute?
No, I muted you. Never mind. I was just like, who?
No, sorry.
That's all right. It's all right, brother. How are you?
Now we've now all good, all good. A bit few bad trades on Friday, but I'm okay.
That's why I didn't trade on Friday.
Yeah, I knew I shouldn't have traded Friday.
Actually, Bram is one of the kind of, I can say, not new, but fairly new members, and your development has been amazing. I've seen the development and your journey in the past few months.
Yeah, I made quite good progress, you know. So, and the main thing is the mentality, you know, and the macro, or the
macroeconomics.
Yeah, macroeconomics, you know. Because previously I just thought about technicals, you know, and it's totally changed my life for my thinking. Joining the Alpha.
Thank you so much.
And my account is like almost now like 90% since September increase. So
almost double your money in it.
Almost double my money. It's true. It's true.
Triple your money, brother. Trust me.
It's from September, so it's good to know.
Good to hear.
But a nice reaction on the pivot.
On US 30.
Yep.
Oh, damn it, Raul, you and your pivots.
Yeah. I love them.
Alright, but we logged in profits.
Yes. Maybe Raul should change the name from Rooster to Pivot, the Pivot Man. Pivot Superman.
Yeah, but it's more difficult to find a picture for it. A profile picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's figure out something.
The pivot man. My second position in gold is running in a drawdown. Cheeky bugger. That's why I don't like to trade when the movement is happening already. Abdiraham is asking, how can one go about automating a system, i.e. algo, and avoid the idea getting stalled other than NDA? What advice would you give? Well, if you connect it to the market through a liquidity provider or most likely a broker, you can't hide your algo. Alright.
Hello, guys.
Fame Daddy is asking. He's asking, can I ask you something? Yeah, you can. You already did. He's asking, in Zoom, did you tell when to make trade? In and out or what? Well, I think I shouldn't answer this question. You guys should answer the question.
Yes. In the morning, early.
In the morning, early.
UK time.
I showed you
well, actually,
where to go in, where to put it in, or the trade I'm talking about, and where to pull it out.
Yeah, actually, you shared the analysis, and then we have made a Zoom call in the morning, as every day, where you explained the positions you have posted, and also you explained the reasons behind macroeconomics, the news of the day.
Yeah, today was actually quite extensive. The macroeconomics, the big picture, talking about fundamentals. Quite longer than usually, but we had to discuss these things. How did you like? Do you like when I talk about macro? Do you want to hear more about macroeconomics and market sentiment?
Yes, yes, please.
Of course.
Yeah,
I enjoy it.
Yeah, I enjoy to learn more about finance. You know? I want to get out of my construction. So
You're on the right track, brother.
I need something to do when I retire.
And how nice when you start to understand that what the fish is actually happening in your own country. Why is the government raising interest rate? Why the fuck is inflation is 4 decades high? When you go to the pub, or, you know, perfect to start about these things on a Christmas dinner instead of politics, and, you know, you can show your skills that you learn in the morning briefings. You can tell, well, the central bank is raising interest rate because that is one of the tools that they can use in order to fight inflation. And then you can, you know, just keep continuing, and people are like, wow, how are you so smart? And Nasdaq is dropping very nicely. US 30 climbed back a little bit. Gold is second position in a tiny bit of drawdown of 3 pips. I do apologize for that mistake. Entered early. USD Japanese yen, 84 pips of profit. What can I say?
More likes to push the gold down.
Easy Monday, innit?
A pipful one.
Pipful, I like that.
Well, it was easy for us, but it was hard for you, as you are the one who is doing the hard job.
Was the hard job? Sorry. What was hard?
I said it was easy Monday for us, but was a bit hard for you as you are the one doing the hard job.
The heavy lifting, the thinking. No, I like it.
The
It's
reading,
not hard.
the explanations. It's not hard for you, but it's hard for us.
Do you guys read the do you guys read the morning the what is it called? The daily reading.
We do, but it's really not easy to get to understand all those technicals and all those professional terms. And honestly, without you explaining it, it's so hard to.
But the more you read, the more
digest
you
it.
understand.
True.
I started posting this how to spend it by Financial Times, how to spend your money that you earn when you're doubling your money with the Alpha FX. But yeah, you have to start reading and understanding. I explained the same thing to Bram, whose son want to be a CFO, that you need to start reading. It's hard, but I remember when at university I had to start forcing myself because I hated it. But now it's the best thing every morning is to read the financial news, which is maybe sad, maybe a bit psychopathic, but I love it. I enjoy it because I make money off this. Who the fuck is XXX? And when you make money off something, then I guarantee you're gonna wake up with a big freaking smile on your face and you're going to do what it takes to make money, right?
Absolutely. Commitment.
Oh. Tony Little is asking, you mentioned morning briefings on Zoom, UK time. What time typically? 9 a.m. UK time it's 8. European time it's
8.
9. Rest of the world you figure out yourself. No, why is gold pushing up on my second position? Do you remember what I said about today?
That gold would likely fill out the imbalance, or could potentially.
And my mouse is just passed away. Why is my mouse not working? Freaking hell.
Batteries maybe.
No, it's charged. Oh, it's back now. Wonderful. Very nice. It's been playing up recently. Okay. Paul Assare. Let's have a look quickly among the users. Oh, Alban is here. Welcome, Alban. How are you? Long time, brother.
The one and only.
The one and only Mr. Alban. Dr. Alban. iPhone is gonna be...
Hey, sorry, I'm not here alone, guys. How you doing? How's everybody?
Hey, turn on your camera. Take off your shirt.
How you doing, brother? Through that.
No.
Very good.
US 13 gold is definitely playing up. Now we're going to find out whether it's time to change, but that gold is hitting my... I'm gonna leave it. But we're still in this nice channel. My entry was a little bit higher, lower than what I should have put. It was a bit premature. So let's have a look how gold is going to react. I'm gonna enter into another sell. If it's to continue this beautiful, nice bearish market structure, then we should see a pullback soon. Mohammed Azadin says, close it, bro. We're going up. Well, we closed 99%, so don't worry about it, brother. It is going up. Dirty Monday. One position closed out, and I guarantee now this gold gonna push down as usually, closes out one position and then moves down, of course. So quick readjustment, something like this. Oh, US 30 is pushing up. He says, yeah, it is pushing up, but you know, US 30 closed majority of the trades, so it's a runner.
Yeah.
USD Japanese yen is now coming back. Now, USD Japanese yen, on the other hand, I'm going to close it down because it could be an intervention, ladies and gentlemen. So now I'm out officially of USD Japanese yen. Have you seen the volatility on USD Japanese yen? Quickly. Okay, so USD Japanese yen, we filled almost 50%. Paul Assar. Goodbye, brother. So USD Japanese yen, yes, I logged in even before filling 50% of the position, and the reason for that is exactly because of these movements. When the Bank of Japan decides that, oh, you know, Mr. Kuroda, head of Bank of Japan, you know, scratching his balls and the market crashes, you know, thousands of pips within a matter of seconds when they're intervening in the market. Look at this. Look at this volatility. Wow. That's the reason why I logged in all the profits on USD Japanese yen. And going back to gold, let's see, is it going to play a dirty month end closing, or is it going to continue this nice bearish market structure? But one thing for sure, you know, today is not the day when, you know, we have to play with the high lot sizes. It's only Monday, last day of the month. We have FOMC, we have other central bank interest rate decisions, the remaining of the week. So those will be our prime days. Well, actually, we're the prime week of the month. Amit Kumar is asking, sir, $2,000 equity is enough to start trading with you? I would advise not to risk $2,000 if you're new to trading. I would advise to, you know, practice and demo for 1 or 2 years. And then risk the big money. So, gold sell, gold sell. Right. A stop loss should be on 1642. This is not financial advice. But we can see the nice bearish market structure along with the market sentiment, which looks like going to pivot into bearish because we have the high impact events this week, such as the FOMC interest rate decision. So gold is now, in my dictionary or my trading book, my trading rule, dictating that, you know, I have 3 or 4 confirmations which are good enough for me to enter into a sell. But I had to readjust a little bit because it wasn't really accurate, was it? So something like this. All right. It's very mixed. People are saying different things. Some people buy gold, some people sell gold. End of the month, guys.
Some people do nothing.
Exactly. Like yourself, Mr. Gamers, right?
Yep. Yep. I just listen.
Nice to meet you.
And of course, the wise Sophie.
Actually, I'm always out earlier because of the break-even and tight stop loss, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
B likes quickies as well. She just said today in Discord. She likes a good
Always.
quickie.
Always.
Always.
Dirty B.
Dirty B.
So by the way, guys, you have no idea how gorgeous is B. I saw her. She's really gorgeous.
That's not fair to say that online.
Can you describe the circumstances when you saw her? What was she wearing? Was it Skype or live?
Up to your fantasy.
Sophie, you have a question on YouTube. Amit Kumar is asking, Sophie, should I take Thomas lifetime membership and start with $2,000 equity? Even if you take the membership, even if you start, don't trade your $2,000 because that's gonna be gone with the wind in a matter of seconds if you enter the market without any knowledge. Trust me, brother. This is honest saying.
Use a challenge.
Use a challenge. Don't risk your money.
1000%. Well, I would suggest you if you join, just start by learning first and watch how things are going. Get familiar with the things. Trade on demo account. Don't get so excited because we've been there, but nobody told us not to start with a real equity until we blew it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
As you have this opportunity now, just don't waste it.
The other thing
First
is,
time cost me 50,000
wow.
USD. First time.
Wow.
Was a hard lesson.
It was, but I think if you think logically, we have many members in the Alpha community, almost 800 people from different occupations: lawyers, doctors, bricklayers, logistic workers, mechanics, nurses, like pretty much students. Every aspect. Yeah, students don't count, but the thing I wanted to say that students do count in a way that, you studying to learn something, right? To master a trade, whether it's being an economist, being a lawyer, doesn't matter. But you have to put in years and years of studying. Just a bachelor degree costs 3 years and very expensive. To get experience as a bricklayer, you need to go to school. Doesn't matter what you study, you have to put in years of work. Without a doubt, there's no shortcut of doing like a course of 1 or 2 months and you suddenly become an electrician. No, that's bullshit. And because you have to put in so much time and maybe money to learn the theory, and then you have to go into the field to put that theory in practice, and you need to work years to get the experience. So we're already talking about minimum 3 to 5 years to be good at a trade, to understand how it works. And imagine that when you start trading, you can deposit money in any trading accounts within literally 3 minutes. That's how fast the KYC goes through. You can deposit any amount on a trading account and you can blow it. But how can you expect good results without learning first? You're going against some of the smartest people in the world in capital markets with the finest pedigree who's doing the job for decades. Not to mention the algorithms, not to mention the central banks. So this is why it's important you start with learning. All right. Is US 30 going to continue higher or no? What do you think? Is it going to be hammered down?
Maybe we should wait for the power hour.
Power hour. The gold is again acting. Alright, I entered another sell on US 30. And gold is breaking my heart, but there is a reason why I reduced the position sizes. Because I wasn't trusting gold. Yet I entered another trade, which was not very smart, but gold is gold. It does what it does best, fucking everyone over. But today, USD Japanese yen and US 100, 100% paying for the bills. Look at that drop on Nasdaq. How do you like that? I need to adjust the screen on MetaTrader because it's dropping so hard. I need to zooming out. So US 30, Nasdaq is running in 153 pips of profit. US 30 cumulative 122 pips. Just entered the position now. Gold is running in negative 13 pips. So that's a drawdown. But if you add up 270 minus 12, that's not a bad deal, is it?
Well, it's still a good day.
Still a good day. How you doing, Brandon?
Oh, a wee bit hoarse over the weekend. Too much singing.
Too much singing?
Yeah. Sore throat.
Oh.
But I'm trading well, thanks to you.
Very nice.
The markets, it's really helps. Marvelous.
You must be a boss in your office. Because I see you logging in every day from your work, trading people walking around you in the back, and they're not saying anything, so you must be the boss.
A very small workforce.
But still, you're the boss.
Yeah.
Hey! I was right. So Lee Vlogs is asking, he's got a question about the premium plan mentoring one-on-one. Would you mind to explain how does it works? Actually, I'm gonna stop mentoring because my son is about to born next week. They're going to start what they have to start if it doesn't start naturally. So he's going to born, so I'm gonna stop mentoring. Right.
Thomas.
Thank you very much.
Father.
But yeah, I think there's about 1 or 2 membership left. You can take it. Mentoring is like 2, 3, 4 hours. If it's 50% discount, then the mentoring hours is obviously half. But it's like a one-on-one session. I like to meet new people, explaining, it's identifying the issues that you have in trading, because clearly you have an issue if you sign up for mentoring. So identifying the problem first and the issue, and then correct it, fine-tune it. The first thing everyone has to learn is how not to lose money, and then you can start learning how to make money. And in the meantime, gold is running now in minus 18 pips of profit, US 30 plus 125, and we have a new 30-minute candle, and Nasdaq of course is paying for the bills today. Tulcimokos. Milyen kaja van szívem? Rántod, hús meg. Oldalas. Jó. Why is everyone so quiet?
Because my mic was muted.
Well, that was for a
Good
reason.
evening.
Oh,
Good evening.
Don Canavati.
How are you?
Arigato.
Very good, very good. But it's Monday.
I think this is the first time for a very long time that we have a Monday trading session.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting.
Well, there are two secrets to be successful. The first one
Expect that.
is never tell them what's your second step.
And the second step, never tell them what the first step was.
step 1. Step 2. Step 3. Don't tell your wife what your profit is. That's rule 3.
The stop loss will hit.
Yeah, that's good. Ready to drop now.
Rule 4 is triple your money.
Wow, that was an echo, Raja.
Sound effect.
He had to read a book. He has to fill them up a little bit.
Alright, quickly going back to the drawing board, let's see what's happening on the markets, ladies and gentlemen. So we discussed the macroeconomics and everything fundamentally that we're expecting, and now it looks like that what we discussed is boiling down to the technical level. So we was looking for entries on the chart, but first we discussed the technicals. And what it looks like, that the market is slowly front running this week's events, which are going to be interest rate decisions, and giving us a very nice bearish market structure. Well, we had multiple entries today. The first one was, I think it was 100 pips, 120 pips, can't even remember. There's just so much money floating around. The second one was a stop loss hit. No, it wasn't. It was anyway. So now it looks like that the price is rejecting the downward sending beautiful channel. Whether it's going to continue lower, I don't know yet, but definitely this week we're going to have the prime events on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday with the interest rate decisions. Did you guys before had a plan, before you joined the Alpha community, did you had a plan to trade these events? Did you have a clear strategy, like if the data is positive, I'm gonna sell or buy?
No, never.
No, never traded the news until I joined.
No, never.
There was never
Only know the technicals.
Yeah, that can make money as well, but I feel more confident when I have simple scenario analysis. What happens if interest rate is 50 basis points this Wednesday during the FOMC interest rate decision? How is gold going to react? How is US stocks going to react? How is USD going to react? What if it's lower? What if it's the same as expected? What if it's higher? Which one has the highest probability? And then according to the calculations, you can stick, you know, just use your brain. What is the possibility of 100 basis point rate hike? It's not much, 1%. So I'm not going to bet on this. What is the possibility of 75 basis point rate hike? Well, chances are pretty high. You know, I would say 60. What is the chance of a 50 basis point rate hike? 40%. And then you allocate your position sizes, but ideally choose one. And check what's going to happen if it's in line with expectation or lower than expected. How is it going to affect the market? What is the real rate? If the US is increasing interest rate 75 basis points, that would mean the market or the yields are going to go way above 5%, because currently now it's 4.5% on the short end of the yield curve. 2-year treasury adding another 75 basis point would push the yields above 5%, way ahead anyone else in the game on the yield market in the developed economies, and that would mean gold is going to go down. But going back to the question, so you trade better now, or are you calmer now that you use the approach I use?
No.
Fuck off, Raul. Oh.
No, of course.
I would say much calmer. Really much calmer. Much more relaxed about placing the trade. Much more confident about the outcome before I start.
And why is that?
I have that overall sense of general direction and a logic of why that direction is.
When you look at trading, and especially I'm saying this, I'm looking at all my male colleagues who trade, because men tend to get really frustrated when they cannot control something, right? Because man wants to dominate, man wants to control, wants to lead. But how fucking frustrating is when you have no power over something. When you're arguing with an idiot and you know you're right, but it's like playing chess with a pigeon. Shits on the table, moves the figures and walks like he thinks is right. So anyway, if you have no power over the outcome of something, it's one of the most frustrating things. And in trading, you have no power over anything in the market, my friend. Neither do I. The only thing we have control over is position size and risk management. Once you understand that, once you can accept...
Is it because of the messenger is too small?
Once you can accept this, then everything becomes a bit calmer. Of course, profit is a little bit less than, doubling your account in during high impact events. But still, if you reduce the uncertainty, it's going to be a much nicer journey.
Someone think it's funny what you're saying.
US 100, or also known as Nasdaq, is running now in 162 pips profit. US 30 is a cumulative 122 pips, so that's already 280-ish. Gold is -6, but gold is gold. And I think I'm gonna call it a day, guys. Ricardo Jesus is asking, where do you think a target is for US 30 sell? Most likely I'm gonna, I don't know.
28,000.
Yeah, 28,000. That's a good one. Make sure that you set your targets, whether it's daily monetary or you have using Fibonacci or any kind of levels. When you're happy with the profit, just close it down. Don't leave it on the table, especially not at the end of the month. Anything is possible. Make the money, take the money. Guys, see you tomorrow at 8 AM for the morning briefing.
See you,
Thomas.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you, Thomas.
Double your money.
Thank you.
Ciao. People of YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't go just yet, because now I had 10 memberships and it's now gone to 5, 2 Pro, 3 Premium. If you'd like to take it, sign up and take the advantage of 50% discount to get daily morning briefings where I talk about macroeconomics, macro fundamental strategy. This is how we set the direction of the market, identify them, move them to technical analysis to see and get some entries, whether it's going to confirm our analysis on the macro level. Also, you get daily morning daily morning briefings, live trading in the afternoon, not always on YouTube, but the morning briefings are live trading as well as the afternoon ones. You get analysis on Discord. So this is the Discord channel. Here's my gold analysis specifically dedicated to gold. Today alone we made 300 pips in the morning. That was live streamed. I have the FX analysis. There was another 100 pips on US Japanese yen, 150 on US 30. That's good. I do talk about fundamentals. Raul, Isaac, Milad, and Beefy also, or Arif also posting analysis. They are freaking awesome. Like, unbelievable how much profit they make each day or week. And, you know, take the advantage of the 50% discount and see you on the other side. This is the Alpha FX.
It's all about experience. It's to feel the adrenaline running through our veins. Like all the things we do that excite us. Whatever world we come from or live in, there are people that are born to succeed. They're called special, to hustle every day for an opportunity of a lifetime. Looking for the challenge to shape our future is something that's in our DNA. A privilege just available for a few. Traders, we see things differently, paying attention to every small detail that would maybe go unnoticed by the common eye. On or by the edge is our playground, with a constant strive for glory, seeking for a new tomorrow. Do you feel special? Take back control of your investments.